So why is saving important? Because we understand why we need to save. But in a place like this where it's almost impossible, so a lot of Nigerians will tell you they live from hand to mouth. The poverty rate here is skyrocketing. Even those who are on paid employment can hardly live on that wage. Is that a possibility even when you're earning so little?
All right, so I always love to say this analogy about savings because I tell people there are three things to do to money: make it, manage it, multiply it. So we live in Lagos where sometimes, if you're depending on water supply from the government, sometimes it might be erratic. So whenever there is no water, you know the stress you go through. So each time the tap starts to run, what do? You put your buckets there. And then when one bucket is full, you start pouring from that bucket into another bucket because you don't know when there's going to be water again. So that is what happens with personal finance. If you do not save for the rainy days, it would always be difficult. And you find out that people would keep going back into the pit hole of debt.
Yeah.
So I know that times are very hard. But you see, I tell people, many people wait for when they earn so much. Or when I earn 100,000, I'll save. So personal finance is about building the muscles. So when you build the muscles, when you're able to save 2,000 when you're earning 20,000, it'll be easy to save 20,000 when you're earning 200,000. So even though the money is not much, you're not earning so much, it is important to put something aside because life happens. There always will be a rainy day. There will always be emergencies. If you're married, your children don't announce to you when they're going to have fever. Your landlord wouldn't be so nice to say, oh, you have lived here for 10 years. Don't bother paying for next year's rent.
Yeah.
So saving is so important. And, the principle of saving is don't eat all your harvest. Because if you eat it, when the next planting cycle comes, you don't have anything to plant. And what that means is that there will be no further harvest.